Well, time now for us to take a look at what's been happening with SABC News online and also what's been tickling your fancy on social media. Joining me is the SABC's digital news production editor, Bongi Mogale. Good morning, Bongi. Nice to have you for our weekly update once again.
Nice to see you again, Eben.
Thank you. Just tell us, this week, obviously, matric exams started. They're in full swing, but SABC News Online has had some special features around this. Just tell us what we've been doing around that, please.
All right. We have been putting up all of the news that we've been doing on both our radio and TV platforms into a special report. That's what we call them. That's accessible. Like as soon as you come onto our website, you'll see it on the side there. And it basically has everything that we need regarding the matric exams. It's the analysis, it's all the news stories. You can go and have a look at what's happening perhaps with things like the Becker-style students, the good luck wishes for kids. It's quite comprehensive.
Yeah, I just see it coming online. They're quite comprehensive. So real aids for kids and articles on matric exams, etc.
Yes.
Really quite to a full extent. Just the other major story that I'm sure you must have had a lot of traction around was the verdict in the Anine Boyson trial. It's really something that people have been very passionate about, this story.
Yes, remember when it did break initially, it was horrifying to imagine that somebody would do this. And then we're obviously awaiting, once the verdict was out, now we're awaiting the sentencing that's due to happen tomorrow. We had lots of reaction on social media to this. People are understandably angry, understandably not knowing how this could have happened. But I think also a bit glad that the wheels of justice appear to have turned quickly, that the case is coming to its conclusion and she can just lay to rest finally.
She can lay to rest. It's quite ironic this week also that, you know, the sentencing happened on her 18th birthday, and I saw on social media early in the week that, you know, people are quite jacked. You know, they were aware of this and they made their feelings known around that.
Yes.
And then Boeramach was also very much in the news this week. What did people say? Were they unhappy with all the money that was spent on this trial and that it took so long?
Yes, there was a good deal of unhappiness regarding that, but it's also a case of it went on, but it has reached its finality. There is the slight disbelief, however, that with regards to the sentencing, the ones who received the suspended sentence still feeling that they should be able to carry firearms. So that was a bit of, people were a bit like, oh really? You've just been convicted of treason and now you want to have firearms.
Yeah, I thought that was a little bit cheeky, and I thought the whole country would agree with that. Yesterday, this protest in Cape Town must have been, you know, the breaking story. How did you guys cover it as breaking news? I also saw on the site itself that you featured a photo gallery.
Yes, we did. We received pictures, as you can have a look there. I mean, look at those crowds. It can be intimidating for anybody, really, you know, to have a look at that. Yeah. But we also had one of our journalists who was sending us tweets throughout, like updates, and people follow stuff on social media, so you get it immediately.
Who was the journalist that did the updates? It was
Maxwell, if I'm not in Maxwell, in Cape Town.
And people were quite they were quite keen on following it and getting it immediate updates.
Yes.
I suppose that's the way that news is now. And Facebook page is also very busy. Yes,
quite busy.
What was the main feature?
The main story this week was from this weekend, actually, when the hip-hop artist Kuli Chana got shot.
Yes.
We had a story about him that we put up, but when we put the post up on our Facebook page, it's already had over 46,000 people who've reached it, and we've received over 230 comments from people who had stuff to say. Some of them were quite funny. They were saying things like, well, now his career is going to really skyrocket, comparing him with other hip-hop artists who've been shot.
Absolutely.
And obviously a bit of outrage regarding the police's conduct.
Finally, on a lighter note, the Sharks won the Currie Cup. Congratulations to all our friends down in Durban. But just tell us how it was covered. I saw that Blaine Herman from Durban sent some nice stuff from the parade, and we ran a nice picture gallery. Yeah?
Yes, this is the sort of thing that people really react to.